a man named Tyler managed to continue to exist even though he changed into badly injured. He changed into discovered by using his buddies, and then rushed to the hospital. In clinic, Tyler became in a coma. However, finally he controlled to awaken from his coma. After going through the restoration period, Tyler became picked up via his closest friends, Nick Khan, and her more youthful brother, Yaz Khan. Next, the scene switches and indicates Georgia country. In that country, there's a person named Zurab, and he's the chief of a terrorist organization called Naji. Zurab has a more youthful brother named David who's currently in a prison. When they have been little, they needed to get away from Georgia because at that time there has been a battle. However, the battle also passed off inside the region in which they presently stay. Thus, it changed their lives. So both of them have become criminals, starting from selling pills to turning into settlement killers. After that, Zurab and David back to their home United States of America and recruited many human beings. With that many people, Zurab may want to control Georgia, such as its politics. Not only that, his unlawful business also have become larger and bigger. Now Zurab got the information that his more youthful brother's sentence in jail become accelerated. So David will serve a sentence in jail for 10 years. Knowing that, of route, Zurab did now not receive it. Then he called the governor in his city, who became also his friend. Zurab became aggravated due to the fact the governor agreed to a further sentence for his more youthful brother. However, in reality, the governor become capable of have this essential role because of Zora's assist. But the governor said that David had killed an American agent, so the governor had no other preference, feeling betrayed. Zub right now completed off the governor using a digging fork. After that, he also killed all of the governor's bodyguards. The scene now showing Tyler now he lives in a small house, so he can revel in his retirement in peace. He in the end lived his lifestyles alone for days without his wife or his closest people. On the other hand, it grew to become out that not only David turned into imprisoned, however his circle of relatives turned into additionally there. This become executed by way of David, so he may want to watch over his circle of relatives, which can turn out to be the goal of his enemies. However, it appears this made David's wife Kevin disenchanted about her husband's behavior due to the fact their kids needed to go through in prison. But nonetheless, David did not care about his wife seeing his dad and mom fighting. Sandra, David's eldest son, attempted to calm his mother down. In some other vicinity, a few days later, a stranger got here to Tyler's residence. This guy came to present Tyler a job with high pay, and this time the work came without delay from Mia, Tyler's ex-wife, and this man became best intermediary. Here, Mia assigns Tyler to get Tiven and her children out of a prison, as it seems Kevin is Mia's sister. The mysterious man reminds Tyler to be cautious due to the fact in the prison there are warring gangs. Besides, if David reveals out his family turned into taken away, Tyler will be hunted down by means of David, and additionally Zero. After that, Tyler straight away called Nick to prepare the equipment they needed for this duty. On pinnacle of that, Tyler is likewise doing some education due to the fact he might be again in motion. Shortly the day arrives, and Tyler will begin the rescue assignment. Tyler sneaks into the prison secretly by bribing the guards there. Tyler right away accompanied the signs and symptoms which were given by way of the shield, and it did not take long for Tyler to discover Kevin and her youngsters. Then Tyler told them all to get prepared. Unfortunately, after they had been about to break out, they had been stuck, and the situation inside the jail straight away became chaotic. Suddenly David came, and he right now attacked Tyler. Their fight became very fierce. However, of direction Tyler could face DT without difficulty. In the quit, Tyler won the fight and controlled to kill DT. But while he became approximately to leave the jail, the prisoners were already downstairs. Therefore, Tyler and Kevin needed to break out collectively due to the fact there was no other way. They had to bypass through the prison yard, which become already very chaotic. They attacked each different irrespective of buddy or foe. Tyler's head turned into hit with a rock, so Tyler became knocked over. However, Tyler got up again and tried to get out of there. After correctly getting out of the prison, Tyler and his team still cannot calm down. Zurab already knew that his brother became lifeless, so he sent his troops to arrest Tyler. No matter how, alas, Tyler's automobile was hit by using a bazooka, but happily they all survived and got simplest minor accidents. They all rushed and ran closer to the pickup train and straight away escaped from there. However, ZUS troops were still arriving, and this time the troops have been using a helicopter. Tyler managed to shoot down a helicopter at the same time as the opposite one managed to drop the troops at the train roof. Some ZUS troops wanted to prevent the teach in the engine room, but Nick completed them off effortlessly. On the alternative hand, Tyler and Yaz needed to fight the relaxation of Zora's guys after finishing Zora's guys. Another terrible thing occurred. The educate's brakes fail, so Tyler and the others should put together for a crash. Luckily, all of them survived. But after they have been approximately to leave, Sandra desired to wait for his father to come right here. Sandra's mother told him that his father had died after understanding that Sandra turned into very indignant along with his mom for inflicting his father to die. Not simplest to his mom, Sandra changed into also furious with Tyler, who had killed his father. David's loss of life honestly made Zurab unhappy, and his men also grieved over David's dying, seeing his brother's body. Zurab desired to take revenge due to the fact he adhered to his father's message that he had to take care of his more youthful brother all the time. Meanwhile, at the plane, Kevin thanked her brother and Regulation Tyler for looking to keep them, however, without them figuring out it. Sandra had stolen his phone and referred to as his uncle Zurab. On the smartphone, Zoran provokes Sandra and says that the motive of his father's demise changed into his mom. Zurab then asked the location they have been going to, and Sandra revealed it to Zurab. After getting Tyler's location, Zurab along with his men were given equipped and immediately went to the place to take revenge. On the opposite hand, Tyler and the others had arrived at a lodge, and they decided to rest for a while, and that they have been additionally preparing the necessary files to break out. Kent Ivan's 2D infant, who changed into formerly injured, changed into additionally handled to recover. At that point, Sandra approached Tyler and requested why Tyler killed his father. Then Tyler admitted that David tried to kill Sandra's mother. Tyler also informed Sandra to realize that his father's behavior had made them suffer. However, Sandra didn't care, because even so his father in no way left him, and Sandra's words made Tyler fall silent. After that, Tyler approached Sandra and admitted that he became awful determined due to the fact in his baby's last moments, Tyler rather went on responsibility as opposed to accompanying his baby. Then Tyler ordered Sandra to always contend with his mom, just like his mom took care of him. Sandra, who was touched in the end, felt guilty and confessed to Tyler if he had advised Zurab approximately their present-day vicinity. And sure sufficient, Zurab and his men had arrived at the lodge and started out to surround the go out, which includes the rooftop. Afterward, Tyler and the others rushed to get away, but it turned into too late. Zora's troops had commenced attacking all of them when they had been approximately to go away. Sandra instead ran away too, whilst Yaz went after him. The police could not do anything because Zora's troops were absolutely armed. Meanwhile, Tyler became nevertheless looking to escape from the parking place. On the alternative hand, Yaz became trying to steer Sandra to move again to his mother. However, Zurab also persuaded Sandra to come with him, and ultimately, Sandra chose to go together with Zurab. Then while Nick changed into approximately to pick up Yaz, she turned into shot by means of Sab's men. Luckily, she survived and straight away ran far away from there. After leaving the parking vicinity, Yaz and Nick were cornered via Sab's guys, who had been everywhere, so it required Tyler to right now help them. Besides, the police additionally didn't help tons due to the fact there was no different preference. Tyler and the others went back into the hotel and wanted to escape from the rooftop, but Nick and Yaz realized that there had been a few Zus men at the rooftop, so they supposed to finish the troops, while Tyler changed into going to complete off the relaxation of Zus guys that had been blockading him. Unfortunately, Nick fainted and turned into about to fall. Seeing this, Tyler without delay stored Nick so they each hum on top of the constructing. However, all of a sudden Zurab comes and intends to kill them both. Luckily, Nick awoke from his stupor and shot the glass, which made Zurab almost fall. Tyler then threw Nick and requested her to store Tivin while Tyler himself might hold Zoo up. On the opposite facet, Nick finishes off Zoo, Rob's man who became about to kill Kevin. Unfortunately, once they had been approximately to go away, Yaz becomes shot by Zurab. However, then again, they all controlled to break out. Yaz changed into badly injured, and he in the end breathed his remaining, and had made Nick very unhappy. Zurab, who didn't take revenge, chose to go back to his base and put together another plan. Long story quick, Tyler and the others arrived at his house. There, Nick wiped clean up her brother's frame at the same time as Kevin and her daughter rested. Shortly thereafter, Mia came there to look her sister. Tyler then talks to Mia and apologizes due to the fact whilst their child become loss of life, he left for duty, and due to that, he felt very responsible. His child become dead, and thought that Tyler had left on the other aspect at the bottom. Zurum's uncle advises him to stop his revenge, because his uncle saved Speak Me, and citing his brother and father Zurab changed into annoyed, and immediately killed his personal uncle. After that, Zurab referred to as Tyler, and asked him to fulfill up on tomorrow. Tyler agreed, and meant to end all of this. However, it turns out that Tyler desires to leave that very night time, and goes to throw a wonder attack by way of tracking Zora's vicinity. Tyler immediately went on my own without Nick, despite the fact that Nick insisted on assisting him. Shortly, Tyler immediately ransacked Zeus base Zurab, who turned into terrified, then flees with Sandra, but Tyler may not surrender. Tyler sooner or later controlled to locate Zurab. However, it grew to become out that Zurab had planted a bomb on Sandra's body, and it made Tyler unable to do anything but surrender. Seeing Tyler cornered, Zurab informed Sandra to take Tyler's gun and immediately shoot it at Tyler's head. However, due to the fact Sandra in no way finished off anybody, he turned into afraid and did not want to shoot Tyler. Of course, Zurab become disenchanted, and he become about to shoot Tyler with his very own arms. Luckily, Nick suddenly came, and Zurab right now took Sandra hostage once more. Nick couldn't do something, and could simplest surrender. However, when Jur was off protect, Sandra managed to break out. Unfortunately, Nick became shot even as fighting with Zura. After that, it was the final fight between Tyler and Zurab. Their fight was very fierce, and that they both wanted to kill every different. However, in the long run, Tyler controlled to complete off Zura. Then Nick became deaf from being shot, and the police got here. After that, Nick changed into arrested via the police, but now her situation is getting better. Meanwhile, Tyler changed into also arrested via the police, and imprisoned in a different location than Nick. Then Tyler was taken out of jail, and it became out that the mastermind at the back of it was the mysterious man. This man offers to help Tyler to free him from prison, but at the circumstance that Tyler will do a process one more time. Of route, Tyler might have. Nick joined him too, and this man complied with Tyler's wishes. So Nick was additionally free from jail, and after that, the movie ends.